I'm back with my next short video on electrical modifications to my NC750X DCT 2020, and the first thing I want to talk about is the power. I want to put a power outlet, not a 12-volt cigarette style, but a USB style in the frunk, and this kind of I guess replaces the Honda designed and provided accessory, which is the 6-pole accessory harness connected to their cigarette style port. I decided to go with a USB, and I'll show you this quickly. Connect it to some power so you can see what it does. It's a dual access USB. The top port is for 3 amp for quick charging and for high capacity electronics like laptops and things like that. The bottom one is the lower, I believe it's 1 or 1.25 amps, and it's got an on-off switch. And you notice around the circumference it's got some readouts. It has also a built-in voltmeter, and it has an on-off switch right here. So next thing I'm going to do is quickly hook this up to my bench power supply, and you can see how the voltmeter works. And I got a bench power supply sitting right here. Obviously it's not on the bike yet. I've connected it to my bench power supply, and you can see the red LED is on, which means it's powered. And then when I press the on-off button, you can see that the circumference ring lights up, and it's sitting at exactly 13.8 volts. So if the voltage drops too low, it's red LEDs. In the low range, it's yellow, and in the high range, and then I'm going to turn it up too high and show you what happens next. Let's see if I can. I need 3 hands for this. Hold on. If the bike's power supply was overcharging, it goes up as high as 14.6, I believe. And I believe that red light is a caution light. I'm going to turn it back down again. There, I turned the power supply back down to exactly 13.8 volts, and you can see the one green light is lit up, and that little red caution light is not illuminated, which tells me I wouldn't want to supply this with unswitched power from the battery, even if this device is turned off, because it will draw some power. So I'm going to be switching it to switched power from my my 6-pole power accessory, and I've got I'll show you when I put that on the bike. Next thing I want to show you is how to install this thing. You can see that it's threaded with this ring, so you have to drill a hole through the frunk, and this weird size USB device requires this, and this is a 30 millimeter or 1 3/16 inch diameter hole saw. Really hard to find. The only place I could find one of these was on Amazon, thank goodness. Price wasn't outrageous, so I just got this delivered, and I need my mandrel, of course, to put it into my drill and then drill through the frunk, and I'll show you that when I get it out to the motorcycle. So the next step then is to drill the hole, install this, connect it to the 6-pole accessory power harness from Honda, and then go from there. And after that, I'll be putting in my Eastern Beaver fuse block. Well, again, see you soon. One more thing I forgot to mention: I'm going to take a screenshot of this off the computer on Amazon so you can see exactly what it is. I'm sure I'll get inquiries. Where is it? How much is it? Where? Blah blah blah. So I will do that and insert it into this quick video. Okay, I'm going to start the next part of my video. I'm going to drill the hole right here for the USB adapter that goes in. Remember, Honda sells a cigarette adapter that goes in here, but I don't want that. Putting a USB in. So I have to drill a hole. The adapter that I bought and the hole size needs a 30 millimeter hole, and that was a real problem finally getting the drill bit. I got it. Here it is right here. It's a DeWalt. I got it on Amazon. I could not find a 30 millimeter bit anywhere in my city, and that included Home Depot, all those kind of stores. And the conversion from metric to imperial
A 30mm requires a 1 3/16 inch hole saw. Well, good luck finding one of those. Anyway, I'm going to drill it right now. There's the center. I took an awl to it and made a very small indent, and that's for the pilot drill to drill through. This white thing over here I talked about in a previous video. This is my LED flasher relay. For those who want to know where I got it, it's from Custom LED, and the model number is ELFR-1-H, and that's the one for the Honda. Originally I was going to try and slide it down here on the tab that's on the frunk. The tab was in very tightly, and the hook on the actual LED flasher relay was really hard I couldn't bend it open and go and put it on there without breaking it. So I ended up just using a zip tie and a little bit, just a couple of dabs of hot glue there to hold it in place. Okay, let's drill this out right now. It's kind of hard to see with my light. I got to get my light on the side here. There we go. Get it lined up. Okay, put the light back on here so you can see. And that's all there is to it. I'm just going to I won't even have to clean up any burrs in there. It's all good. Okay, I'm going to go get the USB adapter, put it in. That's step number 2. Okay, next step is to put the USB adapter in. It's got a ring on the back that secures it in place, so I just could take this screw off. Push it through. Make sure it's vertical inside. Perfect. And tighten the lock ring on it. Doesn't have to be any tool tight or anything like that, I don't think. That's good enough for now. Okay, that's it. I'll show you what it looks like from the other side. Here's what it looks like from the inside. Put my light down inside so you can see it. And you can see it's got the voltmeter reading, and then this is, I assume, waterproof. Just open it up and there's the quick charge on top and the regular charge on the bottom for the 2 USB ports. Alright, last part of this is connecting the wires up. And these are waterproof crimp connectors. They're color coded. Red is always positive, black is always negative. And they're marked on the back of the adapter here, plus and minus. Can't mix that up. So we're just going to squeeze that on. Nice tight fit, good. And the negative. All the way in. Looks like there's an inline fuse in here, good. And on the end are ring connectors. I'm going to cut those off because I have to connect this to my auxiliary 6-pole wire harness running from the fuse box. This is the Honda adapter over here. I'll point down where it is. You can see. Okay. Right here is the Honda, and then this is the harness that I bought from Eastern Beaver. It's wired for the 6-pole adapter, and it's good. They give you lots of extra line here, lots of extra cable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put also on this probably crimp connectors as well. I could do the heat shrink thing with the soldering, but I'd rather be able to have a quick disconnect here, and besides it's fairly water resistant in here, and I'll use waterproof connectors on both of these. So that's the next step.